When somebody says they're sorry, there's a certain transparency to that. And when somebody says they're sorry and they're very authentic about it, it touches you, it touched us, it touched everyone who saw that clip emotionally. I mean, up to the point of, you'd see that little clip and then there'd be nothing left. I mean, you can't add anything to that. You can't tell a story beyond that. That's the beginning and the end of this incredible journey that this woman, Becky Hyde, has had. And we saw it and we couldn't believe that that's what was there. I mean, we really thought we had found the film and everything else was going to pivot around that. That's not ultimately what happened. Ultimately, that clip couldn't be in the film for the larger story. But it really did influence us on how to tell the story and how to, whether or not we got back to that apology was not as important as make sure we get back to that emotional honesty and credibility the whole time. And I think even though we couldn't use the apology, what you see when you see the whole film is you see that emotional honesty for 90 minutes.
We're in the room, and the farmers, after they'd had their water shut off in 2001, were obviously so upset that it took us years to really reconvene in a way that was meaningful. We lost years of time in creating relationships with one another, which is sad. But we had come back to the table and been in meetings for a long, long time, and we had reached this point where the farmers in the room were actually honestly asking Alan Foreman, who was the chairman of the Klamath tribes at that time, what is it that, you know, how are we going to make this right? So we have this problem with the fish. How do we fix it? How do we do it? So the farmers were saying, well, can we figure out how to pay you for the fish that were lost? We'll just like put a monetary value on it and we'll pay you a certain amount. What's the value of a fish,
right,
you know? So in some ways, to people who are fish people, they'd say that's ridiculous, you know? But they were actually trying to figure out, something's wrong here. Something went wrong here. How do we fix it? I was in those meetings, and Levi was a baby at that time. And I said to Chairman Foreman, I said, what would it mean if somebody just said they were sorry? And he started to tear up in this meeting. It was mostly men, you know, it was like probably 15, 20 people in this room. He started to tear up and he said, that would be worth $1 million. And it was an incredible moment in time.